everyone. In this video I'll share with you how to use Edpuzzle, the software which allows you to embed questions, comments into a video. It's very good for flip learning pedagogy. So first thing you do is key in Edpuzzle, right, and search for it, and then there you have it, Edpuzzle. Now you can sign up or log in if you have already created an account. Let's say if you want to sign up, you just click the sign up button and you have a choice. I'm a teacher, I'm a student. Of course you say I'm a teacher, and it's asked you to do the tour. I recommend that you go through the tour, but I will just skip it. Okay, so you have option here. If you have a Google account, you can sign up using your Google account, or you can just sign up the usual way, or if you're an Edmodo account, you can sign up using the Edmodo account. Since I already have an account, I will not do that, but those who don't have an account, you should do that first. Now let's say I'm a person who has an account, so I'll go back to the previous page. So I'll choose log in. As I'm a teacher, I sign in using my Google account. Okay, that's my Google account, and here I am. I'm inside my Edmodo Edpuzzle account. So this is how it generally looks, because I've created a lot of classes and things before, so just forget about it and imagine that this is empty, this is empty. So this is your Edpuzzle interface dashboard. So first thing you do is, of course, let's say you want to use a video and create first your content. So two ways of doing that. First thing, either you click on the search button here, there on the top, search, right, and then here you are. Right, so now for your content, either you can have your own video or you can use existing videos on Edpuzzle. So first thing I do is, okay, let's see if anybody has created any resources for my subject. Okay, I'll go there. I look for, what do I want to say? Prepositions. I want to create a lesson on prepositions, so I just search there and see whether anyone has created a resource for prepositions. Now you can go through and check them out, how they look like. For example, you can have a view of the video, watch it and see. Now of course you can look through many videos and see whether you like any particular pre-existing video, and if you like it, you can first copy it to your own content folder, or just say use it, and it'll work that way. If you find what has already been created just perfect for you and you don't need to make any changes, then you just say share and you can use it. Okay, but I recommend that you click the use it button so that you can edit and make some minor changes to what you like. Now apart from Edpuzzle, you see there are a lot of videos on YouTube too, so you can search for them. Now if you don't use Edpuzzle, the difference is that in Edpuzzle, people may have already embedded some questions, so you have a good starting point. But if you get videos from YouTube, Khan Academy, National Geographic, or other area, Vimeo, etc., then you will have to start from scratch and embed questions. So let's do it like that. Okay, let's go to YouTube. Let's say, okay, I like this preposition video on grammar. Okay, so I say use it. So now that video has become mine. Okay, so now what you need to do is, okay, first watch the entire video. Okay, no, YouTube does not allow me to embed this particular video because this particular video has some copyright issues. So let's say I just pick this video. Okay, I hope this one has no restrictions. It seems no restrictions. See whether I can watch it. Okay, so good. So if I want to edit something out, so for example, I can move the cursor up and down, or wherever these two buttons. So whatever is within these two will be viewed. So sometimes we have long movies, you can cut it like that. Okay, you say snip and that video will be snipped. So here you snip 3 seconds. If I go a bit further, I would have snipped more. So actual video is 2 minutes 20 seconds. I've just snipped 10 seconds out of it. So that's how you snip the video. Now next thing is you click this button. This is called audio track. Now audio track is here. You can see once you press this, you see the audio button here. Let's see, it's gone. Once I press this, audio track is there. Once you turn on the audio track, then you can start recording. It will ask you whether you want to enable your microphone, and you can start recording your voice as the video plays. So that means what you have done is you have replaced the original audio with your own voice. So that's one way of doing that. Okay. Now, in this case, I don't want to replace the original sound with my own sound. I just say remove the last recording or reset the whole recording. So that is how, if you want to overwrite the voice in a video, you do that. Now, other one is like, I don't want to overwrite the existing audio, but I want to put some audio notes at certain places. So that time I choose this audio note function here. So then I click on again on this button and start recording. Say, okay, hello, hi, I want you to watch this video, and then in between some at certain points I'll ask some questions, so please answer those questions. So here I put a introductory audio note. Okay, now these two choices options appear in case you want to edit or remove. So if you don't want to, you just leave it there. Now we move a bit forward. Now I've let the audio note there. Now I want the video to move a bit. Okay, this is at the beginning. Now I go. Oh, this is moving now. Now I want to insert some questions at certain points. So I think right now it's uploading the voice that I created. Just give it a few seconds. Shouldn't be too long. Oh, it's the leprechauns who are uploading my recording. Wonderful. I have some leprechauns in my service. Okay, bear with me a bit. Today the internet is a bit slow here. Okay, so my audio note is already there. So I move the video a bit forward. Now my video is moving forward. Now let's say some point here I want to put a question. So I click there so I can add a question. See, this will show you how the questions work, but I don't want. So this will show you how it works. So there are tutorials at different intervals. So I don't need that, so I just press that, and I just click on the question button here, and now I have types of choices. Here is the open-ended question. So let's say, what do you think about the video? So this is an open-ended question. So that's one option. So I inserted one open-ended question there. I go a bit further, and now here I want to embed another type of question. So I click the question quizzes here. I click the question button here. Instead of open-ended question, I want to ask a multiple choice question. Do you like the video? Now you of course can think of relevant questions. I'm just thinking of simple questions to show you how it works. So yes and no. If you want to add more options, you can add answer there. So save. So I've added 2 questions now. Right. Now I move the video a bit forward further. Okay, now I want to add one more question. So click on the question button here. Now this is a comment question. That means I want to add a text commenting something like, for example, did you notice how the things were packed inside the box, or something, some comments that you want to add. So you have 3 types of text insertions, and then you can add questions wherever you want. Once you are done, let's say now you've finished the quiz. Now let's have a look at the quiz. The volume is a bit high, so let me reduce the volume a bit. Okay, now look at this. I take it from the beginning. Okay, hello, hi, I want you to watch this video, and then between some at certain points I'll ask some questions, so please answer those questions. So see, the video moves forward. See, the video stops here and forces the student to answer the question. So once you have answered the question, then you say continue. again they stop at the question, and so on and so forth. So you can try it out and see whether it's working fine. You can insert as many questions as you want, but I suggest you don't insert too many questions, otherwise it will break the flow, right? So that's how you create an Edpuzzle quiz embedded in a video. Once you're done, you say finish. Okay, now here what I've done is created classes. These were the classes that I tested this, shared this quiz with, so they know. I mean, in your case here, I've created a class for you, Alice, right? So if I click Alice and assign, that means everybody enrolled in this 20 people get a notification that I've set a quiz. Okay. Now here, two options here. One is prevent skipping. That means they will have to answer the question, otherwise they can't move forward. If I remove that, means they can move forward without answering the question. Then if I want to set a due date, I can set a due date, and by that due date, the things will stop working. So I can say assign, and then you will get the assignment. Now, other way to do it is, if you don't want to assign to a class, then what you can do is share with anyone. Then you can either copy this link and paste it to a place where people can click and go, or again, same thing, copy this embed code and insert it as a video inside your website or wiki. Now, if you use share with anyone, you see it says progress won't be saved, but people will get feedback immediately. But if you assign to a class, then there are certain benefits, because it will keep the data for you. Let me show you how that works. I won't do it in this, but I will show you the one that we did the other day. If I choose later, that means I will assign it later. I'm just creating my content. So let's go to look at my classes. So if I've assigned a class and I've given the link to the students, and students have joined and completed the task like we did yesterday, the other day, then once they start doing the quiz, right, all their progress can be charted through this page. For example, here I click on your class list, Alice. I can click on others here also, see. So in your case, I click Alice and I see that's the class. I see 82% completed. So when I click on the progress, I will see who has watched the video, what type of grade they received, when was the time they did it last, okay, and who did it on time and who did not do it on time. So these are things you can see. And if you want to see other data, you click on the questions, and then you can see I put 3 questions and see how many of my students performed, how well they performed for each question. This may help me decide what kind of just-in-time teaching I want to do. If I want to export the grades, I can click there and I can save it as a Excel file there, right? And if I look at this, it will again show me grade for each question and see what answers they entered. Right, so these are the things you can do with this. Okay, so there are many other things you can do, but I think this is good enough for now when you start with Edmodo and Edpuzzle. So I hope you like Edpuzzle and will use it for your teaching and learning.